Hello, I'm Steven Lenton, and I am the illustrator of The Green-Fingered Witch, written by the fabulous Helen Docherty. And here is the cover in all its glory, with its neon green finishes. Here's the back cover, with the main character, the protagonist, the posh word for main character, called Cress, and she is a witch on her first day at school. So not only is this book great for Halloween, it is also a tip-top title for a first day at school. So here we go. Now I'm going to teach you how to draw little Cress. Throughout the book, she goes on a bit of a journey to help her classmates when Halloween goes wrong and all the pumpkins have a bit of an accident. But fortunately, Cress saves the day. I'm not going to spoil it by telling you how. There she's with her classmates. Okay, so we're going to start by drawing Cress's face. Now we're only going to draw the lower part of her face because we're going to draw her with her witch's hat on. So we want the lower half of her face like that. And she's got a little pointy nose that goes in the middle. Like that. And we're going to give her a little smile. A bit of a nervous smile. Now we're going to draw her eyes. Her eyes are this kind of shape. They're not perfectly round. They're sort of like leaf shapes, really. Like that and like that. A little bit tricky, take some time. And then her pupils go in the centre like that. There we go, that's Cress's eyes. Now we're going to give her some eyebrows just above her eyes. And we're going to draw her ears, which are little curved shapes like that, with another little curved line inside. Now we've left some space here around the ears because we're going to draw her curly hair. She's got quite curly hair at the back behind her ears, this side and that side like that. And then it comes down at the side like this. Now, are you ready for a slightly tricky bit? We've got to be brave because we're going to draw her witch's hat, which is it's got quite a wide brim, and we'll go behind her head like that, and then we can draw the rest of her head shape going up like that. Now we need to draw the rest of the brim of the hat so it's a bit more three-dimensional, like that. Now, this is a slightly easier bit. We're going to draw the pointy hat. So it's fairly big, her hat. It goes up and comes down like that. It's got a line that goes across like that. So that's Cress's face. Now we're going to draw her body. Now we're going to keep it fairly simple. We're going to draw a nice triangular-ish body. Down, along and up like that. And she wears dungarees. So we're going to draw two sort of rectangle shapes just underneath her chin. I'm going to draw two circles on those. And we're going to draw a line across and a line across there. And she's got a little pocket on her dungas like that. Taking shape, isn't it? Taking shape. Now we're going to draw her legs as well. So we're going to draw two more, well, they're squares, aren't they? I was going to say rectangles, but they look like sort of angled squares like that. And then we see a little bit of her legs, just a little bit, because she's wearing Wellington boots, little wellies. Now, her Wellington boots start at the top like that. And we draw, again, sort of rectangular shapes, but we leave a little bit at the bottom like that for her feet. And her feet go into her Wellington boots like that. That's her wellies and her dungarees and her legs. Now we need to draw her arms. Now we're going to draw one arm out like this, another rectangle, and another one, a curve behind, that goes behind her body. A good tip, if you're not very good at drawing hands, then put the arms behind the body, then you don't have to draw the hands. Although what I'm going to do is, because it's called The Green-Fingered Witch, we can't really not have her fingers on, so there's 3 of her fingers behind there. Now we're going to put some stripes on her top. She's wearing a green and white stripy top, which reminds me of mints. There used to be some mints years ago called Pacers. You won't remember Pacers. I think they were called Pacers. They were green and white. Now I'm not going to colour mine in. I haven't got time to colour mine in, but I'd love it if you colour yours in. We're going to draw a bit of ground along the bottom as well, so she doesn't look like she's hovering in midair. Now what we're going to do, this is a bit tricky, we're going to draw her thumb coming up like that, and then for her hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to draw them like that. So they're a bit like sausages, 1, 2, 3, 4 sausages, one bigger one, and then they get slightly smaller. And I've drawn them like that because we are going to draw her broom. So her broom, it's a broom shape, it's like a big curve shape, comes down and up. And then we follow that and it goes up and up. Yours doesn't have to be perfect, mine doesn't quite match up, but we won't worry about that. And then an easier bit is we do the scribble for the bottom of the broom, and then the broom in the middle is sort of tied up with some rope or string. And then another easier bit is we do some more scribble at the top to make the top of our broom shape like that. And that is how you draw cress. So there's mine. Make sure you put your name on. I'm going to put my signature on like that. So yeah, that's how you draw Cress the Green-Fingered Witch. I really hope you enjoy the book. It's really good for Halloween, and as I say, it's also perfect for your first day at school.